So I completely lost my voice yesterday, but money never sleeps, so we need to continue looking at opportunities. And I'm finding some really good opportunities in the energy sector of stocks. So one of the things that we do is we use our market rover tool to find opportunities where there's new relative strength or relative weakness. So you really get this pop in performance in your trades and investments. And what we've noticed over the past few days, actually the past few weeks, is that the energy sector started to pick up some relative strength and even a little bit of absolute strength. And there's a couple of stocks, one of them in particular I'm going to show you guys today, that looks rather interesting. So, and this may be something into year end and into the first quarter of 2020 to look at. So what you'll notice here, if you look at the market rover, the energy sector is now short-term neutral. But it has only been short-term neutral for, let me give you this, if you hover over this for 2 days, meaning it went from short-term bearish to short-term neutral now, 2 days ago. Here's the year-to-date performance of the S&P 500 sectors, and you can see the energy sector sticks out like a sore thumb. It's down versus the rest of the sectors. And I'm starting to see some relative strength start to percolate. And so what I've noticed is I did a random scan here on the market rover, and then I went over here and I started looking at the charts. This here is a longer term chart of Schlumberger, ticker symbol SLB. And what you'll notice is that the stock started to break below what used to be support marginally. This is a long-term multi-year chart. But a lot of relative strength started to happen. Well, momentum started to die down, let's put it this way. So even though the stock started to move lower again, or even more in 2019, from a momentum perspective, we have a lot of positive divergence. So that's really interesting to note, and it's one of the reasons why we're starting to see more and more bullish reversals start to take place in stocks within the energy sector. So it's all happening slowly, but definitely notably. Now, if we go over to the daily chart, this is a more near-term chart of this particular equity. What you'll see is the same chart, just closer up. We've been developing a series of higher lows. In fact, let me show you this chart here. Same chart, just with my annotations. And you'll see these higher lows and higher highs. And we're now just at the cusp of potentially breaking higher towards the $40, maybe $41 area. And again, I think what's important about this process is not so much that this stock is doing it, but how we go about finding these opportunities. I always tell our clients that the equity market is a very highly correlated asset class, meaning that most stocks in any given sector or group will fall and go up and down together, not in lockstep, but directionally. And that's why it's so important to have a tool like this or a process that allows you to find opportunities on a sector or group level first, and then on an individual equity. So you're making sure you're trading with the wind at your back. So I'm going to give this voice a bit of a rest, but I hope this is helpful. Give us a thumbs up, like if you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you soon.